Hal Leonard's easy Disney edition of Beauty and the Beast. Let's take a quick listen, then we'll talk about the details. Okay, so there's a couple things about this, and you can do a few things a little bit different than I did, but they say with pedal with this one, so every time you see a left-hand chord change, so you're patting these things, and then you should lift anytime you see a new variation of the intervals played in the left hand. So make sure you're lifting. It's mostly every measure, but sometimes you might want to lift twice in a measure. And I'll find a few of those measurements to talk about that in a second. Don't forget you're sharpening all of your F's in this one. Now you're supposed to repeat the first part and play it twice. I did not. There's another thing I didn't do. At the very end, I did not play the interval on the E at the beginning. Like that. I did it like that. I think it sounds better. You don't have to do it that way. It's up to you. Other than that, I played pretty much what was on the page. So when you're going through this piece, make sure that that left hand is kind of driving the beat for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Just count in your head, make sure you're keeping that, and you're holding all your half beats for the 2 beats. A couple things with this though. When we get into the second bar, third measure, well, even the second bar, the first measure, as we're playing this, you'll see that part right there, those first, what was it, tell as old as, those first lyric lines right there. You'll see a half note in the bass clef. Some people mistaken holding that for 2 and then playing this. There is an 8th rest above it, so it's saying you're just waiting a half a beat before you play the next note. So just group those together as if they're all 8th notes. Like that, okay, and play into the next part, obviously. And that happens quite a few times, so don't make that mistake. On the last measure of the second bar, as we're playing through this, you'll notice there's a dotted quarter note, so we're playing together, and then the 8th note comes after that. So don't line those up, make sure that this 8th note starts after those left-hand notes. A lot of people get stuff like that wrong. Let's go to the second page. Most of this is pretty easy as we're playing along here. There's that repeat part. Make sure you natural your F there and in the left hand for the next part. Okay, so pay attention to the naturals. And when we get to the very bottom of the second page, you'll notice that the F sharps are canceled out. We're actually changing keys. We're going back to C major. So make sure on that very last measure of the second page that you're now no longer sharpening the Fs. So now let's talk about that left hand for a second. We're playing a beat and a half, and then we play an eighth note and then a half note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like that. That's how you're going to be playing that. So make sure you're holding that for that extra half beat and then a short one and then hold for 2 like that. And that beat process keeps happening as we move on to the next page. So make sure you get that rhythm down. Other than that, the rest of this is actually pretty simple. You should be practicing this. If you're having issues with it, just practice it measure by measure and just start piecing it together. Let's go to the last page. On the very last page, second bar, we finish up, we're doing this. And then our fourth finger reaches up to E, and we go. There's a fermata there, so hold that note. Then start into that. So you heard me pause there. That wasn't a mistake of me pausing. There's a fermata there, so you need to just draw that note out just a little bit. And when we get to the very end, let's look at the very last bar. I'm hitting C, I wait, and then I play. Left hand crosses over to C, right hand comes up to G, and then I play a sixth, E and C. And then you can do it like they wrote it, like that, or you can do it the way I did it. It's up to you. Okay, hopefully that helps you with the easy version of Beauty and the Beast. Good luck.